Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid,
And
and
Teresa.
you wait on the and.
I did. We're back home again.
Yes, y'all, we are home waiting on the big winter storm to
my
come.
gosh. Yeah.
We're gonna see, but real quick, start out. I got a birthday shout out, Shelly Walmack, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Also, a quick shout out to Larry Curry. Shout out to you. Appreciate you watching us. Before we get into some good questions we got today, y'all, a lot going on. As you know, for a lot of us, especially in the South, which is rare, we got a winter storm warning that's in effect for us starting this evening to Saturday morning. So
We'll see. Hopefully it's mostly
we're about
snow.
we're about as prepared as we can be. I hope all of y'all are, and y'all stay safe on that.
Stay safe and off the roads.
Yes,
They're gonna
yes.
be ugly.
If you don't have to get out, y'all, and you know, I'm not preaching or expert on nothing. Just care. I mean, it gets proved so many times. If it's not
worth
just a
the
dire
risk.
emergency,
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
It's
Not worth it. Not worth your life or your family's
Right.
life.
Right.
Another thing, y'all, we've been watching, as I know probably a lot of y'all, and our hearts pour out to the folks in California with these wildfires. I mean, it is just
It's unbelievable.
It's
so sad.
it's getting to where, to me, I haven't seen anything like it. And you know, we just we worry for each and every one of us, and especially them right now. So y'all, to each and every one of y'all, words I know can't help that much, but just remember that the Elvis family is all saying prayers for you, and we're all pulling for you, and in the long run, it'll turn out for you. So with that, y'all, hey, we're gonna get into some questions.
Okay, well, the first question is from Arthur Green, and Arthur wants to know, do you miss Elvis?
Arthur, words can't even describe how I miss that man and our family. As we've talked about in the past, there's not a day goes by. Me and Teresa, just here at home in our everyday life, something comes up that we talk about, Elvis, or I think of something and mention it, or I get an urge just to listen to some of his music, and the missing part, like I said, I can't, I can't put words to it. God, I've said it over and over and over. I mean, God's got him now, but and not being selfish, but I'd give anything in this world if we still had him.
Okay, Sue Shannon. Danny, do you ever get emotional with some questions bringing back memories?
Ooh, y'all trying to really get me today. Y'all have seen, and I do. Certain things, in everyday life, like I was saying, a lot of times, maybe watching something will make me feel. I know a lot of times when we're up with mom and daddy, and we'll either get to talking about something and get started. I know if we're watching something, if it's certain things, I know it starts to bother me, but then I watch. I watch the expressions on mom and daddy's, and Teresa knows, and you can just tell. And usually, I'll come up with a reason maybe to flip it onto something else because I can tell it really. But for myself too, all of us, y'all, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's why we're here. Y'all feel the same thing watching and get your thoughts. It's the same, just got more personal memories, but it's the same as y'all with one of your loved ones that's maybe not here any longer, and y'all did things, and you know how you felt. That's what I'm trying to say. At times it gets hard.
It's an empty spot.
Real quick, and you know, the last video we talked about the thing with Uncle Vernon being, you know, staged and this and that. And of course, you could tell it. You know, uh, to this day, I don't really want to watch it. And if something happens, it happens to pop up. I have turned it. It almost brings tears to my eyes of how destroyed we all were, but especially that man. I mean, that was his son, and they had a bond.
All right, Carrie Cole. Do you remember Kathy Westmoreland? And what do you think of her?
Yes, I remember Kathy. Kathy was sweet. I mean, she was always good. Good to me. And she was funny. And of course, you know, she could sing. She, you know, was around bits and times, but mainly, you know, she was on tour, you know, as y'all all know. But at times she was, you know, around a little bit. So.
Dennis Brayboy. Was Billy Stanley around the last few years with Elvis?
Y'all, you know, and I've said it in the past, nothing against anybody. But the fact is, no. He was not. I love Billy to death. You know, Ricky and David. Ricky and David were, you know, the last 3 to 4 years that I know of, I never seen Billy around there. He just wasn't. You know, I know, and not trying to, you know, this has got nothing to do with the thing, go back and forth. You know, the question was asked to me. I'm answering it the way that I see it and the way that I know it. So, let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Mao No, I think that's how you pronounce it. Did Elvis ever swim in the pool?
He did. You know, in the earlier years, you know, he did, I think, a lot more, you know, from what I understood from Daddy and them. Now, in the last, you know, last few years, here and there, most of the time, it's like I said, he did what, and I put a video out on that, Teresa. Y'all can go back and probably watch it. I think it's Elvis's Suntan or something. One of the originals is a great one to watch.
One of the early ones.
You know, how all the preparation and everything they did for him to come get his suntan, and it lasted about 15 minutes. So, but there was a time or two.
There's pictures of him in the pool.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, early on he did,
yeah.
and then, like I said, later once in a while he'd get in a little bit, but not for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, and the last question.
We damn sure did.
You don't have who asked it. You didn't write it down.
I didn't. I'm sorry, whoever asked this question, because I know you've asked it twice, and I said that I wasn't quite total sure, so I did ask Daddy about it. I mean, I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Let me ask the question.
Yes.
But it's, did Elvis wear guy liner or eyeliner?
Yeah, and of course, you know, for movies, photoshops, you know, I guess that's what you call it, photo.
Yeah, I would say that.
I mean,
just not out and about as the style he did it.
Right. Yeah. Around Graceland and his out, like Teresa said, you know, I do it old country, everyday life instead
like
of.
There are pictures with his grandson Ben, who is wearing it.
Yes.
But Elvis didn't wear it like that.
But yeah, at times for you know, and I think I ain't gonna say all, but most of your big stars or rock stars and all,
Some
you know,
do, yeah.
Do wear some type, you know, of makeup. Of course, you know,
I think that got more popular in like in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Before
I like going natural, so I'm not.
I'm gonna put some on you one day just to see. Before you get into finishing,
yes.
I think you should tell them about the great chicken adventure from last night this morning.
Oh man.
What happened?
Not that you probably care to hear it, y'all, but had a day yesterday. We got back from Mama Daddy's, and we've got a big chicken pen that's got 6 or 7 in it, hens and a rooster, and then we have a small pen
like you get from Lowe's or something.
right?
Yeah.
That we just have 2 hens in, and I went down to feed them and check their water yesterday evening, and there was a red bird that somehow or another got in there, and I was trying to let the poor thing get out. Well, I left the gate open. Didn't even realize it, and I'm, finally got the bird out, and about that time, Teresa hollers, "Hey, what's those two chickens doing out in the yard?"
I walked out on the back porch with the dogs and saw them walking around the yard.
Y'all turned around, and there they was. So I thought, okay, well, and I shook the thing, and I went. Finally, I said, hell with it. I'll just catch them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you what, chasing chickens ain't fun.
Well, the one went off in the woods behind us.
We chased them till dark. When it got dark, Teresa had said, which is right, they all do. Well, they'll roost, and either on the ground or maybe on a small limb or something under a bush, and we'll get them. Well, we did. We found one.
Who found it?
You found. Excuse me. Teresa found it. I had to go get it.
On the other side of the fence.
Of course,
briars.
It roosted down, of course, right in the middle of some of those big thorn bushes and briars that we all love. Needless to say, that's why I got long sleeve shirts on today. Anyway, got her back in. Never could find the other one. And then this morning, at a little bit before 7, Teresa comes in. "Danny, the chicken's out there on top of the coop."
Having a fit.
Having a fit. So went out there and got her.
Of course, she wasn't there on top of it when you got out there.
No.
You still had to chase her down.
And we got her back in. So some of y'all make it, what's this have to do with Elvis? And it has absolutely nothing to do, but just a little cute story that
if I didn't have to be helping
thought
him,
we'd share.
I'd have recorded it for sure because it was funny.
Y'all,
Danny
we got the storm coming, and we'll try to maybe get some video, or pictures.
Yeah, pictures or something.
Of
we'll
what we
snow.
get. I know y'all,
ice.
please, like I said, I can't stress it enough. Be safe, and let's ride it out. Man, I'll be so glad when spring and summer gets here. I won't know what to do, but we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for watching and supporting us. If you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe, and let's keep this thing going. And with that, y'all, we're going to get up out of here till the next video. And remember, we always live Elvis.